New year starts with a bang. We have so many exciting launches happening right now. Are you people following CES 2025? I'm telling you, right, 2025 is going to be the year of tech, guys. I mean, very interesting launches happening, so you people can definitely stay tuned for my upcoming videos. Today also I have something quite exciting to show you people. Very first smartphone launch of 2025 happening in January from Poco. This is their all new X7 and X7 Pro series. Poco has just launched these brand new smartphones in the Indian market, and today we got our hands on Poco's all new X7 Pro 5G, guys. And I'm telling you, right, Poco is actually killing it, especially with the hardware and the kind of features they're offering for this price point, right? Crazy, I would say. First of all, this is the first phone to globally debut with Mediatek's Dimensity 8400 Ultra chipset, guys. Probably making one of the fastest phones in its segment. Not to miss out, you're also getting like a 6.67 inches, 1.5K resolution, 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, AMOLED display. Pair that with a 50 megapixel dual camera setup, and that too featuring a Sony LYT600 sensor as the main one. And last but not the least, it packs like a really big 6550 mAh silicon carbide battery. Specs look very interesting, guys, and I can't wait to actually unbox and show you the phone in this video. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So our brand new Poco X7 Pro 5G came in this sort of packaging. The phone will be available in like 3 different color variants. You're gonna get black edition, green edition, and also their signature Poco yellow color. Today in the home we have the Obsidian black edition. Plus, if you talk about the variants and configuration, you'll get 2 variants, one with 8 gigs of RAM and also 12 gigs of RAM. Today we have the top spec variant. At the back side you can check out all of its main highlights and features. So let's quickly get started with the unboxing. Let me grab my knife, tear this seal over here, and then show you the contents of the package. As soon as you open it, at the top side you actually get an accessory box which includes some paperwork. Just make sure to read this for all the details. Poco is also giving you a free case in the package. It's a good quality silicone case, matches with the phone color, and definitely appreciate this, Poco. Keeping that aside, this is the phone we've been waiting for, guys. Poco's most powerful X series till date, the X7 Pro 5G in the hand. That too, this is the Obsidian black edition, and initial impressions, oh wow, looks pretty neat, right? We'll just come back to the smartphone in a moment. Keeping that aside, finally in the package, you're getting a 90-watt hypercharger included, plus a USB Type-C cable for the adapter. So that was our quick unboxing part. What I'll do is I'll give you a closer look at the smartphone and first of all talk about the design, build quality, and basically like a complete overview on the body, guys. Starting off from the front profile, here's how the brand new Poco X7 Pro 5G looks like. I've told you, right, on the front you're getting a 6.67 inches, 1.5K resolution, 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, AMOLED display. And if you people can actually observe, it comes with like a pre-applied layer of screen guard, guys, from the factory. So that is definitely appreciated, Poco. Going to the top side, you're getting a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and that is pretty much it, guys. Tiny cutout for the speaker grill at the top side. On the bottom you're getting an in-display fingerprint scanner, that to an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, guys. So that was about the front section. And going to the side profile, let me also talk about that. So here you're getting a couple of buttons, guys. Basically your volume rocker and the power button. Quality of the buttons is also nice, feel tactile and clicky. And good thing is you're getting a flat body design with curved edges at the sides. So very nice, feels quite comfortable when you actually hold it in your hand. To the top side, here you're getting an IR blaster, not to miss out a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and that is pretty much it. There is nothing on the left profile as well. On the bottom side you can check out your down firing speaker, primary microphone, a Type-C port is also there, and this one is your SIM card tray. It basically supports like dual 5G SIMs, no micro SD card support. So that's it. These are all the available ports and stuff, and here's how the back profile of the Poco X7 Pro looks like. And initial impressions, I have to say, phone looks quite beautiful, guys. I mean, if you talk about the build quality is nice, but I do have to mention entire body is made of a polycarbonate material. This is not glass, this is actually polycarbonate. You're getting a beautiful two-tone finishing that looks quite lovely for the price that you're paying. Poco branding on the bottom profile, and to the top side you're getting your camera layout, dual camera setup. Primary one is a 50 megapixel, that too featuring a Sony LYT600 sensor, and not to miss out, main highlight is f1.59 aperture, guys. So that gives you a lot of light intake, so you can expect better low light photography. On the bottom you're getting 8 megapixel ultra wide angle as a secondary camera. Not to miss out, you do get like a tiny LED flash, dual tone LED flash just beside that. So that's it, our complete overview on the phone's design. And talking about the battery, X7 Pro literally features one of the biggest battery in its segment, guys. You're getting 6550 mAh silicon carbide battery, and you might definitely ask about the weight and thickness considering the size of of the battery, right? The phone is only around like 8 mm thickness, guys. So I was actually quite surprised looking at that. And talking about the weight, despite the big battery, it is not that heavy, quite comfortable in the hand, guys. It roughly weighs around like 198 to 200 grams, guys. So basically under 200 only. Let me quickly power it on and show you the software experience as well. I've told you, right, Poco X7 Pro is literally the first phone to debut with HyperOS 2.0, and you're also getting lots of AI features integrated. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of that also in this video. So boys, our phone is all set up, and I've told you, right, I've been using the phone for the last whole week, and there's a lot I'll be sharing in this video, guys. So make sure to watch this video till the end. First of all, let's quickly put that fingerprint reader to a test. On board, you're getting an ultrasonic fingerprint reader integrated into the display, and let's see how it performs. Hey, are you people looking at that? The fingerprint reader on the X7 Pro is like blazing fast, guys. Very quickly unlocks, and that too quite accurately most of the time. And here's how the home screen on the phone looks like. You're getting a very clean and modern looking UI with lots of Google apps integrated. Quite smooth interface, and added to that, mainly you're getting like 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate, right? So that definitely can be seen on the display. Very smooth and fluidic experience is what I can say. So let's quickly head over to the settings and talk about the software details. I've told you, right, the phone comes with like Android version 15 out of the box. We're getting all the new features like ready to be used. X7 Pro will be mostly available in two different variants, one with 8 gigs of RAM and the other with the 12 GB RAM variant. We have the top end variant, guys, which features 12 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM paired with 256 GB of UFS 4.0 super fast storage. Unfortunately, storage is not expandable because we don't have microSD card support, right? Anyways, if you open the storage, right, out of the box, you're gonna get roughly around like 220 GB of free space. I have already installed like a couple of games, apps, and I've been using the phone, right? So that is the reason we are left with around like 212 GB of free space, which is like plenty for my day-to-day sort of usage, guys. First of all, what I'll do is I'll just open up YouTube, play some videos over here, just have a look at the display quality, guys, and then we'll talk about the panel. Okay, you people saw those demos, right? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. As I've told you, I've been using this phone for quite some time, and I've watched a variety of content, guys, not just YouTube videos, but a couple of movies and also web series on OTT platforms like Netflix, Prime Video, and I'm telling you, right, display quality on this thing is phenomenal for the price that you're paying. Obviously, you're getting an AMOLED display, right? So basically, it features a 6.67 inches, 1.5K resolution, crystal res flow AMOLED display, and main highlight would be you're getting 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate support, that too with like Dolby Vision HDR, guys. I'm telling you, right, no matter what sort of content you're watching, not just YouTube videos, guys, even if you watch like, you know, websites, blogs, especially for reading purpose, right, great amount of detail, excellent clarity, I would say. And talking about the colors, obviously you're getting an AMOLED display on board, so there is nothing less to expect over here, guys. Very realistic, natural looking colors just pop out on the display. One thing I do have to mention is, so the display actually supports multiple color profiles, guys. If you actually go to the display section in the settings, right, from here you can choose different settings. For example, right, if you want more natural, realistic sort of colors, then in the color scheme section you can set it to original color pro, and this will try to give you like a very calibrated, natural looking colors on the display. Though some of you people might not like it because, you know, especially if you're buying a phone with an AMOLED display, people usually prefer like vibrant looking colors, right? For you people, you can set it to vivid, and that will definitely satisfy your needs. And brightness will also be like the main highlight, guys. The panel has a peak brightness of up to 3200 nits. So no matter, even if you're using this like even like direct sunlight situations also, I had no issues checking out the display even like brightly lit areas. Keeping that aside, let me also tell you about the built-in speakers. You're basically getting like dual speaker setup, stereo speakers, that with like Dolby Atmos support, and speaker quality was fine, though not the best, I would say, but still much better than a lot of other phones around this segment. Vocal clarity was nice, all the dialogues were like crisp and clear, easily audible, understandable, and the output was also like decently loud, will satisfy your needs. Moving on, I know you people are waiting for this part, right? How's the overall performance of this phone? Because this is the very first phone to globally debut with Mediatek's all new Dimensity 8400 Ultra chipset, right? So how does it perform, especially for your day-to-day related tasks or even for gaming? Dimensity 8400 Ultra is based on flagship 4nm TSMC process, guys, and features a lot of improvement, either it be CPU or GPU compared to the previous gen. Also, this is Mediatek's first chipset to feature an all big core CPU design, That makes it one of the fastest phones you can actually buy, especially for gaming around this price segment, guys. Pair that with up to 12 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM, and not to miss out 256GB of UFS 4.0 storage. Everything just glides on this phone, guys. If you're using it for day-to-day related applications, especially like navigating through the UI, opening or closing of apps, transitions, everything feels buttery smooth. Added to that, I've told you, right, you're getting 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, so you're gonna love the experience on this thing. Apart from that, I've also ran some benchmarks like Geekbench and Antutu. Just have a look at the scores. Very impressive scores around this price segment. No matter what sort of game you load on it, so you can handle like even high graphic settings as well. And to show you that, I'll actually play BGMI right now. So let's dive into the game and check out the results. I've told you, right, I've been testing this phone for almost like 7-8 days, and I've played a variety of content and was like quite happy and satisfied with the overall gaming results. Plus, good thing is, since Dimensity 8400 Ultra is based on a 4nm TSMC process, the chipset is quite efficient than the previous gen, guys. So as you people can see, overall gameplay experience feels quite smooth, and I'm not exaggerating, you people can see it in the video. Overall gameplay experience feels very nice, and we were easily getting like consistent 60 FPS in BGMI and HDR graphics preset. Quite satisfied with the overall gaming performance, guys, especially for the price that you're paying. Again, this is not like a detailed gaming benchmarks video or something like that. This is mostly like an unboxing and overview kind of video, right? But if you people are actually interested in something like that, do let me know in the comment section. We'll make a dedicated gaming review video on the X7 Pro, guys, where we'll try out a couple of different AAA title games and at different settings as well, along with a real-time FPS counter. So that will be more interesting, right? Plus, we'll also try to check out the thermals as well in real time. So before wrapping up the video, remember at the beginning I've told you that X7 and X7 Pro feature a lot of new gen AI features which are integrated into the HyperOS 2.0 system. Well, you're getting something known as AI subtitles, guys. So basically this is like live captions for videos. In case if you're watching some sort of foreign language content, maybe Japanese, Korean, where you're not understanding what they're saying, right? Simply enable AI subtitles and this will give you like real-time subtitles. Very interesting and also quite handy. Apart from this, you're also getting AI notes as well. So using this, you can do a lot of things. Basically, if you're trying to write a script or something, right, you don't need to worry about the matter. Leave the job to AI and the notes application will handle everything for you. Plus, you're also getting some really interesting image editing AI features as well, like AI sky feature, where basically you can replace the entire sky in your photo with something of your own generated by AI, guys. Very interesting, right? Plus, you're also getting AI Erase Pro to remove any sort of unnecessary objects in the photos and stuff like that. Though I did mention that is not like a detailed review, mostly like an overview and a first impressions kind of video. I'm still gonna show you some camera samples so you people are gonna get an idea what sort of camera results you can expect on this phone. First of all, let me tell you about the dual camera setup. You're getting a primary 50 megapixel camera, that too with a Sony LYT600 sensor and an f1.59 aperture, guys. And not to miss out, it also has like optical image stabilization with EIS support. Secondary one is an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. I'm really glad that Poco has actually gone for an ultra wide angle camera and not your macro or some other useless camera, guys. So definitely appreciate the setup you're getting on this phone. So I've shot a lot of pictures in different scenarios, outdoor situations, indoor situation, low light profiles as well. I'm gonna show you all of these pictures, guys. Just have a look at them. You'll get an idea on the camera quality and the sensor quality on this model. Apart from that, the phone also supports 4K 60 video as well, that too with like optical image stabilization and EIS, right? So you'll get an idea on the video stabilization as well. Just have a look at these demo samples and then you can let me know in the comment section down below.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up.
So that is pretty much it. Time to wrap it up. Our unboxing and a detailed overview on Poco's all new X7 Pro. So I still want to use this device for at least 2 more weeks before I can actually post my detailed review, guys. We'll talk about the day-to-day experience, overall gaming performance, camera quality, and not to miss out battery life and experience, because on board we are getting a really large 6550 mAh battery, right? So I'll be sharing all of those details in the second video. Do stay tuned for that. If you all enjoyed watching this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more such awesome videos. And I'll see you all in my next one.